Whenever the UK comes up with a great TV show, it's often not long till America tries copying it. And to be fair, sometimes the American version is incredible, like The Office. But a lot of the time, it's an absolute disaster. Don't even get me started on the US in-betweeners. What a train wreck that was. Anyway, America has yet again ruined another British TV show. This time, it was their version of Friday Night Dinner that has been cancelled after just one season. So today, let's look at the first episode and see what went wrong. It starts off with a prank, a water gun prank. Now, Friday Night Dinner was known for its pranks, from starting the war at the table, to squirty cream in a napkin, to pretending to be in a bin bag. However, I think the main difference between the US version and the UK version is that there was always people to react to the prank, and you got to see the prank be built up, like Johnny putting squirty cream in the napkin, for example. Whereas this opening scene in the US version, there's no real build-up as we only get to see one person's point of view, and then there's no real reaction. It's about as funny as a wet blanket. Moving on, then we get the title, which is as dull as dishwater. The Friday Night Dinner intro was so much better. The name of the show was also very American, Dinner with the Parents. American English is very explanatory, like here in the UK we say pavement, in the US you say sidewalk as that's where you're supposed to walk. In the UK we say horse riding, in the US you say horseback riding as you need to know what part of the horse to ride. If you want more hilarious examples of this, then go watch Michael McIntyre's fantastic sketch on the difference between UK and US English. But yeah, the title definitely doesn't quite hit the same. Then we get to meet the parents and the Russian grandparent, and there are a few attempted jokes I think, except none of them really land. Any US viewers watching, are these jokes actually funny?
Struggle? Well, you know, with dating.
Yeah, with women.
The time I was your age, I had impregnated your mother twice. Boom shakalaka, boom, boom shakalaka.
I'm a professor now. My elbows require an extra layer of protection.
Then David gets dumped over the phone by his girlfriend, and in an attempt not to ruin the night, he decides to ask the pizza delivery driver if she'll pretend to be his girlfriend for the evening. Now, this has the potential to be a great setup, but we'll have to see if they can land it. We then get some interactions, but again, no real funny moments until we get to meet Donnie and his dog Lambert, which are the equivalent to Jim and Wilson. Equivalent is definitely the wrong word though, as Donnie and Lambert are like a candle compared to the sun, which is Jim and Wilson. Jim was really unique in Friday Night Dinner and definitely stood out. Donnie, on the other hand, is just a divorced dad who likes to pronounce some words different, like pizza.
I ordered a pizza.
The episode carries on, and in an attempt to fit in with Donnie and David's fake girlfriend Kristen, the dad decides to throw an American football at her.
Think fast!
Which is followed up by the grandmother getting stuck in a massage chair, and fake Kristen accidentally revealing that she's pregnant. Which of course leads to David asking fake Kristen to marry him.
Kristen, will you marry me?
Yes.
And after all that, we finally get to dinner. Honestly, if you manage to get this far through the episode, I'd be absolutely amazed. And then who arrives at the house but the real Kristen? Who could have seen that one coming? Which leads to the climax of the episode, fake Kristen versus real Kristen, which honestly was a real letdown and barely lasted any time. Watching this episode was a complete waste of my life, and I really have no complaints as to why this show would be cancelled.
I just want to hear her laugh once. Just once.
Yeah, I was hoping to laugh at this show once too, but it just didn't happen. I think the main reason the US version didn't work compared to the original is A, we never really got an explanation as to why they do Friday night dinners. In Friday Night Dinner, we knew exactly why they were having a family dinner on a Friday, as they are Jewish and Fridays offer Shabbat dinner. B, the dinner was completely missing. In this episode, the dinner lasted less than a TikTok and really wasn't part of the story. Whereas in Friday Night Dinner, the dinner was usually a big part of the story. C, the jokes just didn't land. It was a tough watch and there was really no humour to help us get through. Unlike Friday Night Dinner where you were laughing for a lot of the show. D, the pacing was off. I think they were just trying to cram so much into this episode that it became an absolute mess and caused the pacing to be all over the shop. Friday Night Dinner episodes were well paced and made them a real enjoyable viewing experience. Anyway, if you want to watch a version of Friday Night Dinner, go watch the original version because it's so much better. And America, good luck trying to copy a British show in future.